Time is such a strange concept. It feels like just yesterday I was watching the daffodils bloom and planting the first seeds in my garden, and now it's suddenly the autumn equinox. The long summer days have dwindled down, and the days and nights are roughly equal in length right now. The days will continue to shorten and the nights will become longer until we reach the winter solstice, which is the longest night of the year. Most of the flowers here have gone to seed, while the goldenrod and asters are just starting to bloom. I wanted to celebrate this first day of fall by decorating my house. I am a big believer in using what you have, and I view decorating for the seasons as a way to bring the outdoors in. I think this is especially important as we head towards winter, when everything outside goes dormant and life retreats back underground. Decorating my house with what grows now will give me hope for the next growing season during the bleak and dark winter months. It's a reminder that the world will come back to life again, even when it doesn't feel like it. As I'm sure you are able to tell, I am somewhat of a tree hugger. I think there is so much beauty and magic to be held by decorating your home with natural materials. The colors themselves are beautiful, muted, and perfectly autumnal because, well, that's exactly what they are. When did seasonal decorating turn into going to the store to buy plastic lookalikes of what's naturally occurring outside and all around us? Things like dried flowers, leaves, pumpkins. I think the things that we associate with a cozy fall home coincide with the everyday practical items that the older generations used or stored within the house during this time of year when life was lived more outside and in tune with the seasons. Warm flannels hanging by the door, the garden harvest like garlic, onion, pumpkins, and squash overflowing in the kitchen, and even candles and fires that were lit for warmth and for light. Is there a way to incorporate these things, these nostalgic feelings, with items that will actually get used without having to buy new plastic decorations every single year? Consumerism has been a hot topic recently, and rightfully so, as everyone is dealing with the rising cost of living and all of the lovely stresses that come along with that. I feel that the last quarter of the year and consumerism seem to go hand in hand. We have a lot of holidays. You have Halloween, where you may feel pressured to buy decorations and buy cheap costumes that you might wear once, maybe twice, and all of the assorted different types of candies. Thanksgiving has you spending a lot of money on food and maybe some turkey decorations. And side note, I actually really like Thanksgiving because I feel like it honors the season and we actually give thanks for what the earth has provided for us. And Christmas, well, We already know the insane amount of waste produced by cheap decorations, wrapping paper, and perhaps the unwanted gifts that are only given because you feel like you need to give someone a present, even if you know they're probably not gonna use it. And finally, New Year's creates items that will be worn for one night of the year and then most likely tossed the next day. With all of that being said, I promise I am not a Grinch, and I actually love holidays. I love celebrations. I think they are so important for overall morale and having plans to look forward to every few months. It's a beautiful, non-needed excuse to get together with loved ones and embrace community and just shake up the day-to-day. But I just think we have strayed so far away from what the holidays are for, and it feels like most things are done solely for the sake of pretty pictures to post on social media. And I'm sure I'm not the first person you've heard speak about this, because I know many people in my own personal life who feel the exact same way. I will step down from my soapbox now and tell you what I like to do to make my home feel cozy, warm, and welcoming for the darker winter months. First, I want to say that I don't have a problem with people having decorations. If you buy decorations that you truly love, and not just because you see them trending online, and you use those decorations year after year, I have no issue with that. I have a handful of decorations. My mom has many, many boxes of seasonal decorations, but she has had them for decades and uses the same ones every year. And I think there's something incredibly sweet about that. But remember too, at the end of the day, it's your home and you should feel comfortable in it regardless of what I think. I personally like to shop for my decorations in my yard. One of my favorite ways to decorate for fall is by making dried flora arrangements. I meander in the yard looking for grass seed heads or flowers that catch my eye. To me, the funkier, the better. This year I found some spotted St. John's wort, chicory, plantain, and a variety of other weeds. I'm not sure the name of them. I also had dried and live zinnias from the garden that I will use. My other favorite things to look for are nuts and seeds. We have a peach tree in our yard, and the critters have left behind so many peach pits. I think they are so intricate and beautiful. We also have a few black walnuts growing in the yard. The walnuts themselves are edible, but are extremely difficult to extract from their shells. But my favorite thing is to find a cracked open walnut left behind by a squirrel. The final way that I make my home feel more seasonal is by swapping out clothing. Replacing the light summer jackets with thick, warm ones, trading tank tops for cozy sweaters and flannels, placing all of our hats and mittens and scarves by the door. Oh, and also with produce. As the autumn season progresses, I will soon have my kitchen shelves full of seasonal goodies, such as pumpkins and squash, which serve both as a temporary decoration and also delicious food. I hope that this autumn gives you many opportunities for warmth, comfort, and peace. If you have other ways you like to decorate using foraged materials, let me know in the comments. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you soon. Take care.